LA This Week.
More than 100 kids who usually wouldn't have the opportunity to attend summer camp, enjoying 3 days of fun in the sun. I am Gil Reyes here at this edition of Camp Wesson. I'll tell you all about it next.
I'm Anna Marcos. Homeless Connect Day means lots of community services for homeless people in the valley. More on this coming up.
Mother Nature comes into the classroom at the Arminta Street Early Education Center. More coming up. Hello and welcome to LA This Week. Thanks for joining us. I'm Yana Kay. It was a down-home swearing-in ceremony for Councilmember Curren Price. As Anna Marcos shows us, the party hosted free food, fun, and entertainment. But it was also about building community and looking to the future.
It wouldn't be a party without some gospel singing. In this case, the Second Baptist Church Choir. But in this community, a young mariachi girl band was also part of the swearing-in entertainment.
Because he unites people. Because he's a leader for all. Because he understands that when the Black community and the Latino community are pitted against each other, we lose. But when we get together and we fight and we have a vision, we win.
The best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Councilmember Curren Price was sworn in by U.S. Congresswoman Lucille Roybal Allard as he leads the 9th District through a second term. In his first 4 years, Price fought for raising the minimum wage, cleaning up and making his community safer, creating jobs, and standing up for immigrants. But he says there's a lot more in store for the second term.
We're going to be, of course, working on economic development issues, more jobs for local residents, more housing, cleaner streets, better resources.
Councilman Price co-sponsored the $15 hotel living wage.
You'd be surprised that with a district, when he came in, that had the highest rate of unemployment in any other part of the city, we did not have a workforce center here.
He never does the easy things. Banning the blocks was hard. Raising the minimum wage was hard.
And then it was time to party, at least for a little while, before Councilmember Price resumes the hard work of running the district. I'm Anna Marcos for LA This Week.
Turning now to homelessness in our community, and you may be shocked at the number of college students who are homeless. A new survey on community college campuses sheds light on a drastic situation. Gil Reyes has more from LA Trade Tech College. Gil.
Yana, you may recall a disheartening report released last year that found that 1 in 10 Cal State University students was homeless. This study, even more alarming. It found 1 in 5 LA Community College students is homeless. We talked to some of the students today about the solutions proposed.
I'm currently living with my friend. She let me stay with her until I get housing.
Mariah Smiley is a student at LA Trade Tech College. She's also homeless. Excuse her for not speaking clearly. She hasn't eaten today.
It's hard, and these days you're gonna want to stop, but just keep going.
Mariah is like thousands of others at the LA Community College District's 9 campuses. A district-wide survey found 1 in 5 students is homeless, and that 2/3 of them can't afford to eat properly.
When they suffer, we all suffer because those barriers to learning affect the success of our overall economy and society.
LA County Supervisor Mark Ridley Thomas says the recently passed Measures H and HHH will provide relief in more housing and services, but that will take time. In the shorter term, LA community colleges have launched a first-ever voucher meal plan, providing free food for enrolled students in emergency situations only.
They can go to the counselor, they can go to an administrator, and they can say, hey, I haven't eaten today, I haven't eaten this week, I need help, and they will provide them with a voucher for free food that day.
Scott Zvonkin, LACCD board president, says emergency students will be able to take advantage of 2 free days of food at most, enough time to hook them up with services.
Our job is not to provide food at our cafeterias free. Our job is to connect people that need services to them permanently.
There's also a plan in the works to build affordable student housing on community college campuses.
You know, I hope that they really do what they say they do, like they really put action to what they're talking about.
At LA Trade Tech College, I'm Gil Reyes for LA This Week.
Students in need can get help now by calling the LA Homeless Services Authority at 213-683-3333. And over in the Valley, community members are doing what they can to help those struggling with homelessness by offering much-needed services. Anna Marcos takes us to the latest Homeless Connect Day in Van Nuys. Anna.
Cookie, anyone? Yana, as you can see, there are about 150 to 200 people here today come to get services at Homeless Connect Day, including cookies.
They line up early as Homeless Connect Day kicks off at the Hope of the Valley nonprofit in Van Nuys. The event, which brings city and county services together, has been so popular, it's now a monthly happening here.
They feed you, they clothe you, take showers. You can come here and get a peace of mind and get away from what's ever going on out there in the streets.
Just a large hub of resources for people to get the help they need.
I've been homeless for 7 months. My ex-husband hit me, tried to kill me.
You look great.
I feel fantastic. I'm just very artsy. I've been artsy all my life. I think just because I'm homeless, it's important to keep myself nice.
I need to get off the streets. I've been out here 4 years now.
For the first time, LA Family Housing is heading this effort, which means more housing opportunities here. Even if you don't get housing right away, volunteers take your information so you're on a housing wait list. Meanwhile, you can stop by and get medical services or stock up on clothes and shoes. Plenty to pick from. There's leashes, bowls, and all kinds of goodies for your pet. Or how about a nice haircut and style, courtesy of the Western Barbers Institute.
I want to help out the community, give back to everybody I can.
Some homeless residents are so gung-ho about this place, they also volunteer and help out. People like Keith Russell and his wife, Melissa McQueen.
While I'm volunteering, it's from my heart. This is what I do. I've been doing it over a year. It kept me with hope. You know what I'm saying? That's real. Like coming here, Hope of the Valley is it.
Oh, it's real for this dog, all right. Looks like he found the pet goodies. All in all, a little something to make everyone feel a little more at home, even when they don't have one. I'm Anna Marcos for LA This Week.
Hope of the Valley is a nonprofit that helps people who are homeless. Besides all the city, county, and state agencies on hand, the event also got help from local neighborhood councils, which donated food and clothing. Well, tech titans of Silicon Beach are working on another issue in our community, the county's outdated foster care system. Gil Reyes has some new ideas from a recent hackathon.
Most foster kids have a tough enough time as it is growing up. Now add how difficult it can be reuniting with loved ones with all this crazy gridlock.
And in LA traffic, that can be a nightmare. And so I look at things like Uber and Lyft and some of the airline scheduling technology and think, how can we use some of that to help move our kids around so they spend less time in cars?
The Department of Children and Family Services gets creative at this Foster Care Hackathon in Playa Vista. Officials from the foster care system collaborate with tech titans like Snapchat, Fullscreen, and Disney Interactive on ways to improve.
I think a lot of people in tech, especially there are so many new people who are working here in Silicon Beach who didn't know in their own backyard that Los Angeles has the biggest foster care population. It's one of the largest child welfare systems in the nation. And so here today we've invited hackers to learn about the issues of child welfare in Los Angeles and then also help us come up with solutions using the tools that they know.
Another idea is a phone texting community, offering advice to foster youth making the tough transition into adulthood. And there are more concepts.
Whether that means we're thinking of an app that connects that homeless young person to a bed that night, or an application that helps a young person or a family get licensed faster. It's about really figuring out how can we serve the young people and families in our care better.
In full support is LA Mayor Eric Garcetti, who, with his wife Amy Wakeland, has fostered 7 children. Maggie Lynn, a former foster child turned advocate, says much of the system could use an upgrade.
In this day and age, when you can find a place to live anywhere around the world in less than 24 hours on Airbnb, when you can find someone to marry on eHarmony or someone to go on a date with in 10 minutes on Tinder, it's crazy that we don't have some of the solutions.
But techies are making waves in Silicon Beach. In Playa Vista, I'm Gil Reyes for LA This Week.
Other foster care hackathons have taken place in Washington, D.C. and in the Bay Area, Silicon Valley. Well, just like Lady Liberty's torch symbolizes the light of hope in New York, Los Angeles now unveils a new symbol of its own, a stainless steel monument that will glisten during the day and light up at night. Rasha Goel has more.
Hundreds gathered at the inaugural LA Freedom Festival to witness the unveiling of this stainless steel monument known as the Freedom Sculpture. It's a gift to the city by the Iranian American community. The sculpture is a replica of the Cyrus cylinder from the Persian Empire of King Cyrus the Great.
He was the first ruler 2,500 years ago to recognize human rights, to conquer people, but to allow them to keep their own religion and to keep their own traditions.
And that's the inspirational message being promoted here. The Farang Foundation, who was pivotal in this effort, says the idea was to create a parallel between Iranian and American values while showcasing the need for diversity, respect, and religious freedom.
Freedom to me means allow people to be who they are without harming another person next to them.
The monument is located at one of the busiest intersections in West Los Angeles. With up to 100,000 cars passing per day, the Freedom Sculpture is modeled to give the illusion of movement from all directions. It symbolizes the trans-historical messages found on the Cyrus cylinder and their applicability to the modern period.
It's the result of the donations and contributions of over 1 million people who raised over $2 million to make this dream happen in Los Angeles.
Officials say this freedom sculpture, called the Statue of Liberty of the West Coast, is the most widely crowdfunded monument ever gifted in United States history. I'm Rasha Goel for LA This Week.
The Freedom Sculpture will be a permanent fixture at the intersection of Santa Monica Boulevard and Century Park East. It's a way of putting nature back into young children's learning. The LA Unified School District is adding so-called Nature Explore classrooms to some of its early education centers. Anna Marcos joins us from Van Nuys with more. Anna.
Yana, who says you can't learn the ABCs under a tree? As you can see, nature comes into the classroom at the Arminta Street Early Education Center.
Using building blocks made of natural wood, watching plants grow, and learning to walk this nature obstacle course is all part of the learning curriculum. The kids are loving their new Nature Explore classroom.
What's the favorite thing you like to do here?
We play at the park and we play with the water and paint. I like to get water so I can put water on the plants.
This young nature lover is very concerned that I follow the rules.
Why can't I be doing this with my hand here?
Because you get paint on your hand.
I
You
do?
have to wash it over there.
Oh, okay, so I gotta follow the rules, right? All right.
Parents love the Nature Explore classroom too.
I want him to grow up to be a good citizen and take care of this earth and this planet.
The Nature Explore classroom is the 5th out of 11 to be built at early education centers in the school district with state bond education funds. But educators want to see these at all of LAUSD's early education centers.
Every morning the children gathers in the gathering area
and the teacher asks the children to close their eyes, pay attention to the surrounding, relax, listen, and the children start noticing those simplest sounds as the bird chirping.
Lessons are often made out of what the children notice, whether it be the birds or the bees or something else. Parents notice the difference.
I see how well he is speaking. He asks things. He knows how to speak now more fluently.
All this natural bounty is something to clap and sing about. But of course,
I told you you shouldn't wash it over here. I told you.
yeah, even in nature, you've got to follow the rules. I'm Anna Marcos for LA This Week.
The Nature Explorer classrooms cost about $1 million each. Well, remember summer camp? Well, if so, you're lucky, as many families can't afford the luxury. But this camp is free. Swimming, kayaking, and horseback riding included. Gil Reyes has more from Mid-City. Gil.
Yana, let the fun begin. Actually, the fun has already started with these kids already boarding buses, their parents waiting anxiously for their departure, as the kids will be spending 3 days and 2 nights in summer camp. Welcome to another spectacular year for Camp Wesson. Almost all of the kids have boarded. They're excited for this mini vacation, and so are their parents.
I'm enjoying sleeping in tomorrow morning and having breakfast, just me and my husband at home together, without a lot of energy in the room.
And the Roth, from Council District headquarters in Mid-City to Hanson Dam Recreation Center. Camp Wesson Summer Camp was founded by City Council President Herb Wesson. It's mainly for kids whose families can't afford traditional camp.
The majority of these kids come from the district that I'm fortunate to represent, but I turn away no kids. You know, we have a limit of about 120 kids. We stay at that, and I don't care where you live. It's a free camp. You know, so parents that have had their children with them every day of the life of that child. This gives them 3 days to just kind of breathe and relax.
The kids also get that same respite from their parents. We don't seem to think that the kids need a break also, but they need a break from rules and regulations. They're here, but it's in a different format.
Well, how do you feel right now? Are you excited? Are you scared, or what?
I'm excited and scared at the same moment.
Kids also learn to conquer their fears, as this marks the first time many of them are away from their parents.
Beautiful. All right. Keep going. Here we go.
Over at the rock climbing wall, Romy Higgins struggles midway, but with encouragement, reaches the top.
I was really scared, but I pulled through. I thought about my mom a little bit, so that pulled me through too. So yeah.
What do you mean you thought of your mom? You thought, like, tell me about that.
Like, keep pushing, never give up.
Get that cowbell. Get it. You're there. Get it.
And it's just like life. You might have an obstacle in life that you're going to see that it's really impossible. But with a little help, someone coaching you or someone telling you, or like with the young man who said that his mom said never give up, you can do it.
Camp counselors hope the lessons will last a lifetime. The camp now in its 11th year.
And it has evolved into this, so we're darn proud of it.
Happy trails, and we'll see you all again next summer. Reporting from Camp Wesson, I'm Gil Reyes for LA This Week.
The group Community Build helped select the kids. Community Build also pitched in to supply 3 days of free food, clothes, and activities. And another city department is also supporting community kids this summer by helping develop the building blocks for success. Rasha Goel has more on the LA City Department of Rec and Parks Summer Leadership Program.
13-year-old Janet Kawano has been coming to the Echo Park Recreation Center since she was 5 years old. She used to come as a student for their summer camp, but now she is there to give back to other students as a camp leader.
I get to work with all types of people and understand what it's like to have a job, even though I'm 13. I wanted to become a camp leader because it would help me in school and I'd learn leadership.
Janet is among 9 other teens who are part of the Camp Leadership Program offered through Echo Park's Department of Recreation and Parks that helps prepare teens for the real world.
The CLP program brings the teens into our community, teaching them service and leadership together.
They learn leadership, team building, and management. They also put on special events such as this one, where they plan everything from start to finish. But it's helping take care of the campers that gives them a strong sense of responsibility.
I learned leadership, how to play with the kids and teach them about sports and other activities.
The Camp Leadership Program runs for 9 weeks in the summer, winter, and spring. Participants attend 5 days a week for pretty much a full day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. The kids first go through a training program prior to camp and then participate as leaders.
I was nervous because I didn't think I was going to do that great, but as time passed by, it got pretty easy.
And by the time they are done, they are ready to conquer the world. In Echo Park, I'm Rasha Goel for LA This Week.
For more information on other Department of Rec and Parks programs, visit laparks.org. While students who walk or bike to school in Hollywood will soon be a lot safer on the street, officials take steps to fight street racing in Chatsworth, and a new housing complex in Mid-City offers affordable units to seniors. All these stories in Citybeat. Councilmember Mitch O'Farrell and community members broke ground on several new pedestrian safety improvements at Hollywood High and Selma Avenue elementary schools in Hollywood. City officials announced the plan as part of the Safe Routes to School program, which helps improve traffic safety for students who walk and bike to and from school. Improvements will include new traffic signals, speed humps, curb extensions, new streetlights, and sidewalks. One of the main goals is to reduce speeds on Selma Avenue and increase the visibility of people walking.
It's going to be not only safer, but much more beautiful, and we're going to encourage people to walk and give them a level of safety here that they've never had before.
Councilmember Mitchell Englander and representatives from LAPD and LADOT unveiled the installation of rumble strips on Plummer Street in Chatsworth as part of a new pilot project to combat illegal street racing. Plummer Street between Canoga Avenue and Topanga Boulevard, a frequent site for street racing, has been referred to as the Canoga Speedway and was the site where 2 spectators were killed in 2015. LA City Council member Paul Curren helped celebrate the reopening of Beverly Park Senior Apartments, formerly known as Betham Manor. The 3-story complex, located at 1071 La Cienega in Mid-City, features 49 low-income, 1-bedroom units for seniors and people with disabilities. Curren talked about the importance of affordable housing for seniors in his district.
We have a huge shortage of housing and affordable housing, and seniors don't necessarily have another place to go. So this is a great opportunity.
If you're looking for a fun evening this summer, then head on over to North Hollywood for NOHO Summer Nights, a free concert and movie series that's perfect for the whole family. Gil Reyes takes us there.
She said she loves you, and your love I can't divide.
Beatlemania has arrived in North Hollywood, so have Maria Aguilar and her family.
We like being out, and we like enjoying people, and we love music, and this is a great time to come out and just enjoy.
You tell me that it's evil to shun away, you know.
Beatles cover band Ticket to Ride, among the acts performing at this year's NOHO Summer Nights series. The events at North Hollywood Park are hosted by Councilmember Paul Krikorian.
Tonight we're here for the second of a series of 5 concerts. Every Saturday night we're having free concerts, free to the public. Anybody can come on down, spread their blanket out, enjoy a picnic, and listen to some terrific live music. And then following the concert series, we're going to be having a series of 5 free movie screenings here as well.
I want you, I want you, I want you. I think you know by now.
Ticket to Ride is billed as America's #1 Beatles tribute band. The Department of Cultural Affairs and the Valley Cultural Center help bring them and other acts here.
I pay attention to all the venues here in the park. I love the way that they have outdoor entertainment.
Somewhere in the sun, she knows
it's going to be a great summer of activity every Saturday evening in this park.
We'll see you there. In North Hollywood, I'm Gil Reyes for LA This Week.
For a complete schedule of concerts and movies, visit valleycultural.org. Well, experience the culture and food of Ecuador during the food festival and parade. Enjoy a glimpse into the past of downtown's historic theaters and get on board with a free movie night in North Hollywood. All this in this week's Things to Do. Come out and celebrate the 19th annual Taste of Ecuador Food Festival and Parade. More than 10,000 Ecuadorians and 5,000 other folks from different nationalities will enjoy a full menu of Ecuadorian cuisine and some other well-known food dishes. Folks will also enjoy Ecuadorian crafts, Ecuadorian musical groups, folklore customs, commercial products, free gifts, carnival games, and more. The parade will also feature car clubs, dance groups, drill teams, convertibles, and motorcycles. So don't miss it on August 6th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at El Pueblo. Take a walking tour of downtown LA's historic theater district and learn all about Broadway's evolution and ongoing revitalization. Broadway thrived for decades as the entertainment epicenter of Los Angeles. Still a vibrant shopping street, the area is now a hub of adaptive reuse projects that have turned office buildings and department stores into housing, dining, retail, and nightlife destinations. The tour takes place Saturday, August 5th from 10 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. For more, visit laconservancy.org. Relive one of the most memorable love stories of all time as 11-time Oscar winner Titanic hits the big screen during NOHO Summer Nights. Follow Rose and Jack's journey as they fall in love on the ill-fated ship. Gather the family, some blankets, chairs, and snacks, and head on over to movie night on Saturday, August 5th at the North Hollywood Park, located at 11430 Chandler Boulevard. For more, visit valleycultural.org. And that's a look at some things to do. Well, that's going to do it for this edition. I'm Yana Kane from all of us here at LA This Week. Thanks for joining us. A reminder that you can catch us online at lacitywiew.org. You can also follow and like us on Facebook. We'll see you back here next week for more of LA This Week.